If you need some tips on how to keep your guests cool during your summer wedding, follow us today on the Brad Link. Today on the Brad Link, we're talking all about how to keep your guests cool during your summer wedding. Our first tip is an easy one. Choose an indoor or outdoor location where both types of properties are available at the venue. So for example, you can do an outdoor ceremony, but then flip the reception into an indoor and air-conditioned space. So that one's pretty obvious. But if that's not available for you, then another option is to rent portable air conditioning units. Most rental companies will have these available. They might be called something like a Portacool, which is a brand name of a portable air conditioner. It has water running through it, just like a regular air conditioner does, with these giant fans that push the air out to your guests. Now, different brands can cool different amounts of space. So talk to your rental company about your venue and your guest count to figure out how many you would need to keep your guests cool during your summer wedding. Now, another easy option is just to have some refreshing drinks available throughout the property. So for example, cute little bottles of water on ice right before the ceremony would be a welcome treat to a guest in sweltering heat. But also you could do a frozen drink station or popsicles inside of a champagne glass. Now, let's talk about you. If you're wearing a wedding dress during a summer wedding, you really need to think about what it's made out of and how much does it weigh. Some wedding gowns can weigh up to 60 pounds, and that's a lot of weight to lug around on a 90-degree day. So when you're gown shopping, if you think you're going to be having a summer wedding, think about doing some lightweight fabric and something that's a little bit easier to move around in. Also, don't forget to prepare for summer hair. Work with your beauty specialist on a style that can last through heat and humidity, especially if your hair can be finicky on a hot summer day. Next, you need to think about your cocktail hour. A lot of times during an outdoor ceremony, cocktail hour is right before it's about to cool down. So if you're going to plan on having your cocktail hour outside, you need to make sure it's at least in a shaded area. And another option is if you have one of those indoor-outdoor locations, maybe have your cocktail hour outside on the patio for half of it, but then open the doors up to the air-conditioned space so your guests can walk in early and get a little relief. Another option when you're really thinking about your guests is to casual up the attire. So allowing your guests to be a little bit less formal and leave the suit jackets at home will be a welcomed way to keep your guests cool. And the next option is something simple and easy, but it can come in very handy. Providing relief stations with bug spray, sunscreen, and ice down bottled water spritzers so that way they can spritz their face and grab a fan and fan themselves can be something that's really welcomed during a 90-degree day. It's something that's easy to put together even at the last minute. For more expert wedding planning advice, follow us on thebradlink.com.